Yeah, so I read the other day that by the time, if you're a parent, by the time your children are 12 years old, you've already spent about 75% of the time you're going to spend with them in their lifetime. And then by the time they're 18, it goes up to about 90%. And at first I was alarmed. I hadn't heard that before. And of course, there's a couple different responses that one might have on this. There's a fear of like, oh shit, then I'm really screwing up and I need to, and there's like a scrambling to do all these things. I think there's another way, and this is why I wanted to come on here. I think we can look at those numbers, and then we can also realize that it's also about the quality time that we spent with our children, not the quantity, although quantity is also good. So I feel like we have to find this balance of presence and time, and I have a couple ideas about how we can do more of that. So the first thing I'm thinking of is, as far as time, are there areas in your life where you are perhaps wasting time? And we do need to have times where we're just, unwinding and just have nothing we're thinking about and just like mindless, whatever it is. So I'm not saying stop that, but maybe you can limit a little bit of that, and maybe there's something else that's just not serving you, and you can eliminate some of that and give whatever space is left from these areas you're shaving off to your children and be more present. Because there's also another thing I read the other day, that it's important to spend about 3 to 5 minutes each day with the children of quality time, special time with them. And I think that's great, and I think we can also increase that. I think we can give them more, actually, and I think part of that comes from looking where we're wasting some of our time. So that's the first one. The second one is our presence. A lot of times our minds are just all over the place, especially these days, brain rot, just our attention spans are short. And so one thing we can do is meditate more. And when we meditate more, we can be more present in the moment, and that includes being with our children. And the second layer to that is coming out into nature, coming out wherever it is, that a park. What I like to do is come out to the forest by us and get my bare feet on the ground. And what I've found is between meditation and getting out into nature as much as I can, I'm much more grounded now and way more present with our boys than I was before. And the last one is, can you find someone in your network that's not your husband, wife, partner, or co-parenting partner that you can speak with about these things and keep the conversation alive? Because I believe the more that it's on the forefront of our mind, the more we engage with it and don't forget about it, because it's easy to forget if you don't have someone that's mirroring this back to you. So I believe you can tell your partner that you're co-parenting with to help strengthen it there, and then find someone else, maybe some more people, where you strengthen it together and come up with some ways. Perhaps you come up with some agreements. One being, when we see each other, let's at some point in the conversation, one of us mentions this fact, that time is ticking, it is running out, so to speak. And just to keep that conversation alive. No judgment, no fear, just like, hey, let's just be aware and let's see if we're engaging with that. Let's see if we're doing as much as we can with that. And so, yeah, those are a few ideas I have about this. And yeah, I believe it's important for us to strengthen these networks with parents, because the more we strengthen that, it also we can help each other. My wife and I are meeting with friends that are our boys at their school, and we're helping each other with things. And yeah, it just helps the more connected you are with the community around you. And I'm definitely going to be popping on here and sharing different things I see with parenting and being out in the forest and some other topics. And so I would say that's it for now, and until next time.